My husband isn't on social media and his co-worker asked him what he does after work. He said you're not on Facebook, Snapchat or TikTok. So what do you do? Such a weird question. What should society stop forcing on us? Having to constantly be busy and only have 2 days to recover from it. Most of the time it only feels like 1 day to recover. Friday you're tired from work, Saturday you recover, and Sunday all you can do is think about Monday. For me Saturday is the do everything you had no time for during the weekday. And it can be just as draining as another day of work. I have a 4-day work week. Everyone should have a 4-day work week. The idea that social media is the only way for people to know you. My husband isn't on social media and his co-worker asked him what he does after work. He said you're not on Facebook, Snapchat or TikTok. So what do you do? Such a weird question. In my kids' yearbook this year the freshman class voted for their most fun outside of school activity. It was being on their phones. I died a little inside with that one. If it's any consolation, in the 2000s if you asked high schoolers that same question the response would have definitely been chatting on instant messenger on the computer. Other things on the list included playing video games, texting with friends and downloading music. Don't be too disheartened, technology has been dominant for teens for 20 years. The idea a person can never criticize a social/political movement for its inherent flaws, even if it is good in nature. That working more means that you're a better person. Shortened working hours. I have a friend who is so proud that she kills herself for her job. She posted to Instagram last night that she was finally logging off and getting to relax. It was 1 a.m. How much relaxing can you get in before you have to go to bed and get up at 7 a.m. to do it all over again? If that's just the kind of life she wanted to live, it would be fine, but she has definitely made snide remarks to people who don't feel the same way. Exactly. I've said this loads of times to my co-workers when we talk about overtime. When I'm on my deathbed I'm almost certain I won't be saying thank God I did the extra hours and spent less time doing what I want to do. Well, no one is forcing anyone, but everyone assumes you want from have kids. And if you don't everyone has a lot of questions and they start judging and trying to change your mind. Oh my God, all the freaking time. Me and my GF are 25, and all the time we hear shit like so when are the kids coming? When we say absolutely never people look at you like you just spit on their grandma. Then the well what if? 2 questions and it's just like no, there's literally no situation where we will have children. End of story. Why is it so hard for people to grasp? When are you two having kids? How was your morning bowel movement? That's a bit too personal. No shit. Should be that people are questioned more for why you want to have kids, not why you don't. That a university degree is the only way to be successful. Good thing is, it looks like this is starting to go away, if slowly. I wish it is like this, but I also wish the opposite. An education is the only separator of good and evil. I do not want a doctor with no degree. Actually, in this case it isn't the degree itself. The degree is there to act as a license. Medicine is one of the exceptions in my opinion. I think that in most jobs the experience is more valuable than the degree. Political parties. What did the first US president say? Don't have parties. Founding fathers, don't divide yourself into 2 parties. Also the founding fathers, here's a system which naturally forms 2 parties Lamau. I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, it was George Washington who said in his final address to America to not form political parties, but then some of the other founding fathers such as Jefferson and Hamilton did exactly that. But how else would politicians create tension and division between demographics to hate-monger their way into office? Toxic corporate culture. CEO worship. LinkedIn is pure cancer. It's Facebook for wankers. Got advice to use it by my mentor at work, and I have no idea what to do with it. Our company use LinkedIn. It's like a circle jerk for management from different companies to congratulate themselves. Once I made the mistake of putting a controversial comment under one of the company posts. I got called on my day off by someone from the HR department about it and then had a meeting with the site manager. Comment was also removed since it went against the company Whitewash. The expectation for men to hold back their feelings for the sake of image. Holding back feelings in general. I'm female, but growing up I was yelled at whenever I cried. It's caused a lot of mental anguish. As an adult I am so bad at regulating my emotions and it's really hard for me to open up to people. My relationships, platonic and romantic, suffered and I have a terrible handle on my anger because I just let it pent up till I explode. It's exhausting. I've grown to recognize that I have anger issues and emotional barriers, so I like to believe that I've come a long way. I'm not where I want to be and it's a lot of work, but the fact men especially suffer from this is terrible and it is a mindset that needs to go. Socializing. I'm an introvert. There shouldn't be a stigma to that. Me too. I talk to people, but I do not want nor have need to go out with people more than twice a week, probably more like once a week if that. You need to see people every week. Introverts unite. Separately. In our own homes. Respect your elders. Just because you are old doesn't give you the right to talk shit constantly. It's such an outdated sentiment. I'll respect old people the same as I respect anybody else. But there's nothing my grandpa can tell me that I can't Google in 5 seconds. I mean, he can tell you some of your personal family history, and what it was actually like growing up when he did. But yeah, I get what you mean. He can tell you what to Google though. Showing literally everyone pictures of their kids' wieners and rumps when they were a baby without the kids' consent. I have thought this for so long. If you wouldn't post a butt-naked photo of your child at the age of 10, why is it okay to do that to them as an infant? My parents have photographs of us kids naked in the photo albums. Taken on a film camera, which means someone other than my parents had to develop the footage. How terrifying is that? Why did they even think this was an okay thing to do? That men are never the victim. Will probably get attacked by a lot of feminists. If anyone even notices this comment, it wouldn't be true feminists attacking you. Feminism is basically a synonym for equality. I believe men can be victims just as women can be victims, equal. So if a person believes a male can never be a victim, that person is not a feminist. That would be egalitarian, not feminist. It's fem for a reason. Oh god, I didn't see the true and was gonna have a field day emo. Fuck misandrists. Cancel culture. The hilarious part is they will turn on their own. That singer guy from Community tweeted something about TV show writers not taking risks because they feared cancellation. The Twitter mob went nuts and demanded he apologize because cancel culture isn't real and the people that get cancelled are just getting cancelled because they are behaving badly. He was literally talking about them not taking risks to avoid getting their shows cancelled by the networks. Essentially, they were self-limiting their own creativity. It is why there are no good shows right now. Not sure if relatable in other countries, but in my country it's basically pushed on you to go studying immediately after secondary school, making a lot of students waste money because they either chose the wrong thing in the haste or they just actually don't care and just want a year freedom. Meanwhile, if you try taking a gap year, it's all no, you won't be able to get back in the flow of studying after that year. Thanks for watching. Like this video. Don't make me remind you again, dear. Until next time.